Shalom. All praises to Yahweh. Bashim. Yahushai Bashim Mekakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who will. Shalom, peace, salutations to you, Akim, throughout the four corners of the earth, doing his work, pushing his word to the best of your ability, trying to bring the elect together so we can get out of here and be in the kingdom. Day to day, we're still, pushing. Each day is a challenge in our life, and we're things we struggle with. But as long as we still got the truth, we still gonna push these videos out on the unicorn, aka the internet, because that's what it represents. You see, that's what the unicorn is in the scriptures. It's the internet. It's YouTube, i.e. The World Wide Web. So we're gonna do it, and Lord willing, I got the scripture, so I'm gonna read it. Lord willing, it's edifying. And this is an old video, and these are so-called white supremacists. These are the real white supremacists, not what the pro-black Afrocentric niggas talking about. These are real Nazis, neo-Nazis who believe so-called white people are superior to the world, and they don't. They, even these so-called Jewish people, they look down on them, which is funny, because they are the same. They're the brothers, and we already talked about that. But they are the same. So, and the so-called white man doesn't have has no nerve. He got the nerve to say that he's superior to anybody when he's the scriptures call him the lowest. The scripture calls him the base man. So he's even beneath the heathens. But he trying to be proud over somebody. But we know the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, we're superior to everybody on the planet Earth, even in our lowest state. Even though our people don't know who they are, the Lord gave the law, statutes, and commandments to us. You see. This pale face so-called white man, this cave monkey, this Edomite devil, he basically said that blacks don't fit in, which is true. We don't fit in with so-called white people or this world. The so-called black man is the most envied, the most susceptible to the most lies here on the planet Earth, and it's just true. Mainly in America. So yeah, we don't fit in with you so-called white people in your society. We don't. And the scriptures even tell you, that there's a difference. Because the Lord divided the nations, and one reason Israel always went off or was put in punishment, so to speak, was because he followed the ways of these nations. So here you have it, so-called white man, although this is fairly old, he's telling the truth, with his racism. We don't, because the scriptures tell you, and that's a big downfall of our people. We want to be like the heathens. Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy 32 and 8, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance. When he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So the chosen people of God, who you ignorantly call God, are blacks, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So that's who he chose, and he made the so-called black man the head of the tribe. I mean, head of the 12 tribes of Israel. And the lot is in the portion, the Lord's portion is his people. You know, Jacob is his inheritance, so he chose us, and we supposed to be holy and separate from these Edomites. You see, and that Jake looked like he was offended or whatever the case may be. I think he was an Israelite too. You know, like, what do you mean we don't fit in? You don't fit in. You know, you shouldn't even get offended at such statement because it's true. And that never happened. Although it's a very controversial topic, that never happened. This Holocaust was a hoax. Some video might get flagged, but who cares, man? But you know, that was, and Hitler knew who the Adolf Hitler knew who the children of Israel were. Who he did know who they are when he was alive. You see, he knew that the Negroes were the chosen people of the Lord. You know, and that made up story for Hollywood never happened. You know, that was just something that was brought up by so-called white made up by so-called white people. So that would technically make me a Holocaust denier. You know what I'm saying? Matthew 25:32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another. So the Lord separated all these nations, uh, made people, made these different nations, and they separated them so they won't be together. It failed in the Tower of back in Tower of Babel. Trying to bring all the nations together and things like that. You know, it never works. So the Lord separated the nations one from another. He made every nation different. You see, it says, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. God, so hey man, the Lord, chose us different from these so-called white people, and you can see it. We not the same as them. They like to say we all bleed red, but that doesn't matter. Even dogs bleed red. You see, even cats, they, deer. But we not the same. We can't go to a so-called white man's Thanksgiving, a so-called white man's Christmas. You see, because they don't is back. It goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see, it is a deep hate. We had the scripture say he has a perpetual hatred for us, man. You know. Yeah, did it matter? It doesn't matter. That's like they like to pull on the. They like to get tear jerkers and make you feel sorry for so-called Jewish people when that's a lie, and they run the whole world, so they got the whole world food. Yeah, he told Geraldo, that's the host, told him to shut up, man. You know, it's funny, man, because the whole world is in darkness. You see, and Jake doesn't understand that he is a chosen. You know, he is a chosen. You know, Jake don't get it, and we're in a downtrodden state right now. You know, but it's gonna come when Yahweh Shem Shai comes back. He's gonna set everything right. He gonna set everything. He gonna set everything to the proper order. The us, the people, the planet Earth, the animals, everything. We different from the Africans. You know, we both got dark skin, but we ain't Hamites. We ain't African. You know. And he got Jake right there on Jake on the panel. You know, when he's going, I think he's going back and forth. I haven't seen the full interview of this, but I'm gonna probably find it. I'm gonna try to find it if I remember. But um, you know, he going back and forth with Esau. You see, he got a suit on, whatever the case. But you know, these devils for you, man. They ain't gonna show you no sympathy. He said, so he racist. You see, he said kikes. So I believe that's derogatory name for the Jewish people. So you know nobody likes so-called Jewish people, and it's called anti-Semitism. Semitism. If you talk against them, or if you talk about them, what is it called when you talk against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites? Because y'all talk all about us all day, every day. Ain't no name for that. It's just shut up and you know you playing a race card, you playing a black card, nigga card. You see, this is Luke 12. I'm gonna hold off on that real quick. So Jake was offended that they called him Uncle Tom. You see, Jake was mad. You see, ready to he popped it off. Got it cracking. Cause he called him Uncle Tom. You know, Esau told him to sit down. But that's was it's always gonna be like this, man. And you should, calling that man Uncle Tom. He felt some type of way. So hey, Jake gonna throw them hands. And this is Luke 12 and 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. And you seeing that, the Lord is about division. The Lord is about dividing. It's a hard pill to swallow, but the Lord is a separatist. He's with separation. He's with segregation. Our people like to say, and man, we was point of time where we couldn't even be with the white folks. You see, but that the Lord just said division, and what you know, and when in these latter days you seeing the division now. You see that separate. Jake calling out Esau being getting irritated and telling on Jake's and calling the police on Jake for every little thing. It's gonna be a division. It's gonna be an uprising between mate. It's gonna really come to be a race war, like the scriptures say. Black against white, so-called black against white, so-called Asian against black, whites against Asians. You see, it's gonna really happen. So you see, it started a big brawl. You know what I'm saying? Jake with the rights and lefts, two piece. Giving these Peckerwoods pieces piece of his mind. You see, and you got other skirmishes going on. So man, you know, even though this is old, it's just gonna happen. This is gonna happen one day, man, and it's gonna be, like the purge. Purge comes to mind. Purge comes to mind, man. Insurrection. That's a good word. Insurrection. People against people. You see it every day, man. Even people get mad at everybody, each other for the littlest things. Even especially in America. But hey, when race is involved, when hatred is involved, even Uncle Tom, you see, he got pissed off. I don't know him. Maybe he may not be Uncle Tom, but from the looks of it, he is. You see. So here you have it, Gerald Salente. That's not Gerald Salente. Geraldo. Got his muffin cap almost peeled back. You see, y'all bloodied up. You know, throwing those white supremacists was throwing chairs, and other people was throwing chairs, getting down. You see, and hey, it happens every day between Jake, even Esau against Esau, even Esau against Esau. Um, 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 what is the scripture? I can't think of it right now, but it's gonna be an Egyptian against Egyptian. You know, lower class Edomites against dirt trash Edomites against middle class Edomites against well off Edomites. You see, 35 or Slocky 35. Ezekiel 35 and 5. I'm start at 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. So that's talking about how at the end of the day, the Lord is going to destroy America and everything in it, including people. Because this place is defiled and it's getting worse and worse day by day. It says, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the last time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So because that's talking about Esau has had a perpetual hatred for Israel, and he showed it when we went into hardcore slavery. who was took and raped and seized from the west coast of Africa and brought to America, i.e. Via slave ships, and you can read that in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, amongst other scriptures. So Esau, we're still found in Esau's hand to this day. He still, is killing us day by day with his wicked decrees and so on. So it's going to be a time where Esau is going to pay for what he's done, not because he touched the apple of the Lord's eye, and because he killing off his own people. So Esau has a heavy tab to pay for, and he's going to go into slavery. He's going to go into slavery, man. We're going to be rulers over them, along with the other heathens. Okay? But, the prophecies have to come to pass. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yal Shai, Bashim Rakal Kadash, Barakatham. Double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well, and Shalom.